I had pain, and it was excruciating. There's no other way to describe it. It was pain that no one should have to bear. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to say 10, and if you had another number, I would add it to it.
I was losing the contact with my family because my kids were really small. And they didn't want to be with me anymore because I was not able to play with them.
They put in blocks, they did epidurals, you name it, and it might get better for a very short period of time, a month or two, but it would never go away.
Yeah, the doctor at one point finally said, we really can't do any more. We've done every procedure that we have available. You've tried different modalities of physical therapy. You've tried all these different medications. We've really hit a dead end. And really the only way to go is either stay on the medications and hope that we can find the right combination, or go with a spinal cord stimulator.
Doctors have used spinal cord stimulation, known as SCS, for over 30 years to help thousands of patients find pain relief. This video is intended to assist in your understanding of SCS, how it works to relieve pain, what to expect from the therapy, and how you can try SCS to see if it's right for you. Please note any questions or concerns you have while watching this video so that you can share them with your doctor later. The information in this video is not meant to replace the advice of your physician. SCS is one of several therapies used to treat severe, ongoing neuropathic pain. Other options which doctors usually try first include physical therapy, different types of drugs, and sometimes surgery. Because pain is such an individual condition, not everything works the same for everyone.
Unfortunately, it's not just what the eyes can see, it's not just the surface. And pain is so complex. It literally drains you of energy as a patient. And it's so difficult to put up with, and especially when it's there 24 hours a day.
Taking the painkillers all the time, it makes you feel drowsy. It makes you feel very irritable. It makes you feel very frustrated and depressed.
If other therapies are not working well, SCS may be a viable option for pain management, one that may allow you to reduce other pain treatments, such as strong drugs.
I do have good days and bad days, especially when I am on a high level of stress. Then I have pain, so I take some of the medication, but never ever on the amount that I was taking before.
Periodically, I might have to boost the level of stimulation up maybe 1 or 2 degrees, but after that's done, then right back down it goes, and I'm fine. And what I really like is I'm not swallowing this medication.
To help in the decision about whether SCS is right for you, it's important to understand what the implanted system is and how it works. The Boston Scientific Precision Plus Spinal Cord Stimulator System has implanted parts and external parts. The parts that go inside the body are the implantable pulse generator, or IPG, which contains the advanced electronics and rechargeable battery, and the leads, which are insulated wires that deliver the therapy. The external parts of the system include the remote control, which lets you adjust the therapy according to your needs, and the battery charger and charging station for recharging the IPG. Here's how the SCS system works. Pain is an electrical signal that travels along the spinal cord to the brain. With SCS therapy, the IPG sends electrical impulses through the leads to specific locations on the spinal cord to mask the pain signals. The masked signals travel to the brain, where they are often perceived as a smooth, tingling sensation. This feeling, called paresthesia, basically replaces the pain sensation.
This is a little bit of cheating your body. You know, you're gonna keep your pain, you're gonna keep your problems, but your brain is not gonna know about it.
It's important to understand that SCS therapy does not cure the pain, but it can help manage it. Think of it this way. Your spinal cord is like a telephone line. The SCS system keeps the brain and spinal cord busy with its signals, or calls, of pleasant tingling. The calls from the pain sensation don't get through as they normally would, because the line is already busy. Not everyone's condition responds to SCS, so having a test drive of the system is a key step in assessing the therapy. It's simple. During the trial period, you will use an external trial stimulator, or ETS, for a period of time as determined by your physician, usually a week or two, so you can see what paresthesia with smooth wave technology feels like, and whether it helps manage your pain. The trial is generally an outpatient procedure. A needle is inserted, and a lead is fed through the needle and placed near the spinal cord in the epidural space. An external stimulator, which you will wear on a belt, is connected to the lead.
I went into the hospital. It was like on an outpatient basis, and they ran some wires. Just made a real small incision. I mean, you know, nothing to really bother you near the spine. And they ran some wires, I guess, on certain vertebrae in my back. And they put like a belt around my waist and had this battery on the outside and said, well, we'll do this for a week and see how this works for you. And if it helps you, you may be a good candidate. And if it doesn't, then, you know, maybe we'll have to try something else. I rode around with this device on my belt for a solid week, happy as a lark. I went back to my doctor. I said, this is going to work.
I had a lot of fears in terms of the stimulator itself, and being able to kind of do the test drive and a test run on it really gives you a lot of freedom of it because you're not making a commitment to it. So having the trial there and get a definite answer, will it work for me or will it not work, is great.
You will help your physician during the trial procedure by indicating what you're feeling as the therapy is programmed. Because the Precision system offers the ability to deliver pain-masking signals for up to 4 different body locations at the same time, your doctor can target the therapy as you describe. This option can be very beneficial for patients who experience complex or multiple location pain. During the test period, you will go home with the ETS, and you will be able to adjust the levels of stimulation with the remote control. While some patients notice immediate pain relief, others may need to work with their doctors during the trial to fine-tune the programming. Also keep in mind that since the sensation of paresthesia will be new for you, you may need some time to acclimate to the pain-masking therapy.
The first experience was nothing like I'd expected. Once they turned the stimulator on, I felt the difference in the decrease in pain immediately, like someone flipped a switch, and essentially that's what they did.
And I knew in the operating room when they woke me up and turned it on that this was going to be much better than anything I'd had. Much better. I could have jumped up and kissed the doctors at that point.
Remember that not all patients respond to SCS therapy, and individual results will vary. If you and your doctor decide that SCS therapy is right for you, you will have surgery so that the IPG, which is smaller and lighter than the trial stimulator, can be implanted. Like the trial procedure, the permanent procedure is usually done on an outpatient basis. although your physician will determine the length of your hospital stay. The IPG is implanted under the skin, usually in the hip, back, or abdominal area. As with any surgery, the area around the incision takes time to heal and will be tender. While the SCS system will be working to treat your long-term pain, it won't address the temporary pain at the surgery site during your recovery. However, most patients find this discomfort very manageable, especially when they focus on the long-term pain relief the therapy can deliver.
Even though it's going to be short-term, adding to your pain levels at all is just not good. But it was well worth it, so I'd go through it again.
After the surgery, be sure to follow your doctor's instructions on caring for the surgery site and using your system. The Precision IPG will use the energy from a rechargeable battery to produce the pain-masking signals. Recharging the battery in your new IPG is simple. The cordless battery charger is kept in the base station and, when needed, is positioned on the skin over the IPG, either with an adhesive patch or on a belt. In most cases, the stimulator will need to be charged once a week. Because you don't have to turn your therapy off while you recharge, you have the freedom to establish the charging routine that suits you best. You should refer to your patient handbook for detailed charging instructions.
I just put a charger where the stimulator is, and it's not plugged into anything because the charger itself sits on a base station, and I charge it for about 45 minutes. And that pretty much puts all the power back into the battery so that I can, increase the intensity with the remote control and everything.
Using the remote control for the implanted system is just like the one used for the trial, so you will already know how to adjust your therapy for what you need. Many patients find that they like to make adjustments based on changing daily activities, and the remote is a simple way to raise or lower the level of therapy that they need at the time.
I try to tell anybody else that approaches me with chronic pain, back pain, that I know of something that works. Not something I heard about, but something I'm actually experiencing myself. And in fact, I have the implant now.
Now that you've learned more about SCS, the next step in taking control of your pain is simple. Talk to your physician about scheduling a trial of the therapy and see how the Boston Scientific Precision Plus spinal cord stimulator system might help you take control of your pain. The trial will allow you to experience the Precision Plus SCS system with smooth wave technology. The system is designed to make your life smoother by offering a small size, the convenience of a long-lasting rechargeable system, the discretion of the easy-to-use remote, and the freedom of cordless on-the-go charging. Remember, you're not alone. There are many resources to help answer questions about SCS before and after your procedure. With your first steps in the therapy, you will be welcomed into the Precision family, where there are a number of ongoing follow-up and support resources at the ready.
It's very amazing, the fact that I have a device inside my body, but I cannot even feel it. I can touch my skin and feel that I have something in there, but nobody will notice. Nobody will know that I have something in there.
I'm able to work around the house again, which I wasn't able to do because of the pain that I was in and the positions that I would have to take. In fact, I just in the last month, decided I would put me a brick barbecue pit out in the backyard, and I did it.
I have been able to go back to work full-time, to go snowboarding, to play basketball, go to the batting cages, and really return back to what my life used to be. When I woke up from the surgery, my mom was right at my bedside, and she told me basically it's the first time she's seen me smile or actually be happy for the first time in 7 years.
It's amazing how many of the simple things that you gave up when you're in pain, that you don't even realize it till you're getting it back.